Hi, welcome along everyone. Last video I did was air in F&E systems and how it gets in and drawn in and the problems associated with it and how to deal with it. I did happen to mention that those of you who've got combination boilers that it's probably not so much of a problem, which it isn't, but I was subtly reminded by John out there, thanks very much for this one, that due to the process of hydrogenated water in copper pipes, you're still going to get air produced even in a combination boiler central heating system. So let's have a look into that, shall we? So that's better. Getting dry doing all this chatting. What happens with a combination boiler and that system that helps stop a lot of the air is that it's completely sealed in. There is no vent, there is no cold feed as such. The whole system, radiators, everything is sealed. The water is inside, locked up as it were. So you think you wouldn't get any air at all, would you? But in actual fact you still do. Yes, I'm afraid the action of the boiler heating up, the hydrogenated water and copper pipes still cause air to be formed in the system. This still has to be got rid of. But luckily today's latest boilers, you may be lucky enough to have one in. You should have, if your boiler's not too old, will have an automatic air vent fitted in the boiler, and that is fine. It will really get rid of all the air in the system as long as your boiler is situated above the radiators, which is all fine if your boiler is situated in the loft or up in the bathroom or up in the bedroom, as long as it's higher than the radiators. But that's all good and fine, but I know that a lot of combination boilers are in the kitchen. That's right. And that means that the rads upstairs will start to get air in them. So what can we do about it? Well, let's have a little look. I've got another fancy little drawing for you to have a little look at. Here then, we have one of my useless little rubbish drawings now. As you can see, I put the boiler down here in the kitchen. A lot of them are in the kitchen going through an outside wall. And I've drawn the pipes this way. It could go up the other way, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing a one for one to show you how it normally would be run. And all these rads down here would go through, and you wouldn't get air because you have got an air valve in there, an automatic air valve in the boiler. And then the pipes would come up into the bedroom. Now once you're in the bedroom going through here, then you're going to find you're above the boiler. And once you're above the boiler, you will start to get air. So what can we do? Well, I had a good tip from friend John, good subscriber man. Now, as you can see, what I've drawn in here is two pipes that come off the flow and then the return coming back down. And on top of that is what's called an auto air valve that you can fit yourself in the loft. The fact it's up there in the loft means that any air produced anywhere in this system will be vented up there. Now, I know it's not ideal to have two pipes going up a wall or a bedroom wall, but if you've got a cupboard somewhere that you could hide those pipes away, then it would be a great idea. You'd forget your air problem altogether. You know, it doesn't have to be there where I've drawn. It could be here, it could be there and there. It doesn't matter as long as it's vented up into the loft. So let's have a look at an air vent now, and this is what one looks like. This is auto air vent. And it's just got a 50mm compression joint on it there that you do up onto the pipe and leave it, and that's it. All their problems taken care of. Now, if you're not fancying that idea of doing that, I don't blame you. There is still always the good old automatic air valve. I've got these ones airless, and obviously you've got to put one in each of those radiators. Now, people don't like them too much because they often don't work for long before they start kind of going a bit wrong. These ones are better made ones. These ones I've got from Germany. They're this make here. They're not the Aladdin ones, which have proved problematic in the past. These ones have been so good. I've got one in my bathroom rad at the moment because although my boiler's in the kitchen, I live in a bungalow, the actual towel rail up in the bathroom is above the boiler, so I've had to put one of these in there because it's higher than my boiler, and that is where I get my air because of simply the fact that it's above the auto release valve in the boiler. So that is why you get air still in combination boilers if your boiler is down low in the kitchen. Now also you might find you may have a bump that goes up and round a wall or something, anywhere. If it rises at all, the pipe work going through the bedrooms, you may find you get air trapped there sometimes, especially if you drain it out to do a rad down here, say, and then if that happens you won't get through to there. So sometimes it could be advised to put one of these there, and at a stalk up. If it's the pipe work's going to go up like that and down, just put it on the top of that stalk and boom, again you don't want it on show. It's got to be kind of tucked away. It's a horrible looking thing, isn't it? But it does the job and you don't have to do anything. It just performs and does what it's told. Now if you heard a lot of bumping and thumping going around just now, it's a Mo here. She's got a little piece of cheese tucked up inside the Kong and she kind of throws it around a lot, so don't worry about the banging noises. Alright, it's not my boiler, to be honest. Okay, that's another one for you. Hope that tip helps you out. If all of you have got any problems with air with a combination boiler heating systems, so it's just a little one. And I've got to say thanks, to John for heads up on that one. Right, that's about it though. Usual place, all my stuff, you know where to go. Derrick 33. Thanks for watching everybody. Bye bye.